Hello friends, this is Rajiv Sharma. I am a strategic analyst, political commentator, author of 7 books, largely on international affairs, and a journalist for 38 years. Well, you have been watching me, my video editorials for months, and you must be wondering what are my political inclinations or leanings or observations. You must be wanting to know my political philosophy. Well, let me state in one sentence. I do not hate PM Modi. I hate Modi Bhats. Let me elaborate. Well, I must tell you that I am an apolitical person. My interest is largely driven by national interest. And I take it upon myself as being a critic of the government of the day. That is the bounden duty of any journalist, any political commentator, because the day when a journalist or a political commentator becomes a handmaiden of the government of the day, that day is a black day for the democracy. Now, I have openly criticized Rahul Gandhi, particularly when he tore up the ordinance during the UPA 2. I have openly criticized PM Modi for his various acts. Like in 2017 Uttar Pradesh elections in the third phase probably, when he made that subtle remark, polarizing remark, Shamshan and Kabristan and Diwali and Ramzan. He had said that if electricity is made available during Ramzan, then it should be made available on Diwali too. So, that was a highly polarizing remark. Very subtle, very clever. I disapproved of his blatantly wrong action of seeking votes in 2019 general elections by encashing Pulwama incident. And Election Commission watching the whole thing like a idle, mute bystander. Now, I have praised Prime Minister Modi on various counts, on many counts, on his foreign policy, on many, in fact, even in domestic politics. I have got on record on social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, even in YouTube, even in my political commentaries. I have got on record praising Modi, for example, the last action being yesterday, when he responded to an SOS from the Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and bailed him out of a tough situation, of a tricky situation. As we know that Uddhav Thackeray is completing 6 months as Chief Minister of Maharashtra on 27th of May, and by the time, if he does not get elected to the Maharashtra legislature, he will have to step down. On 11th of April, elections were called, but because of coronavirus, these were deferred indefinitely. Second route for him was that the Maharashtra governor nominates him. One of the 3 nominations he can do. And he knocked that door, the Chief Minister knocked that door, but that door never opened. He continued to sit on his request. So, as the last resort, he dialed Prime Minister Modi. Uddhav Thackeray dialed Prime Minister Modi, and he immediately got good response. Election Commission has announced fresh dates of elections. And all should be well for Uddhav Thackeray. And before 27th of May, he should get elected, because that's a given thing, given their majority. Now, let me come to the point why I hate Bhakts, Modi Bhakts. Who are the Bhakts? Bhakts, English literal translation is devotees. They are one step ahead of Bhakt. Their Bhakts are one step ahead of followers. They are actually several steps ahead, several notches above followers. Their first and foremost trait is that they're completely brainwashed. They are beyond rational logic, they are beyond all rational thinking. It's a open and shut case for them. Whatever the government of the day is doing, that's absolutely fantastic, absolutely like a fairy tale. And nothing could be better than that, no question. Suppose even if some new tax is made, they will praise that. Or GDP is going down, they will praise that. They will find some way out of praising the decision. The innate quality of a Bhakt is that in Guru Dakshina, his brains are taken as Guru Dakshina. They don't have brains. They get aggressive. They jump into the discussion on any social media platform as if they are paid for it. Even though they may be lone wolves, they may be working on the personal agenda, nothing for the party or for the government or whatever. So they get aggressive, they lock horns with you, and they go on, debating the issue with you. Most important feature of Bhakt is that he or she will never find anything wrong with the government, but at the same time they will find all the flaws in all the opposition leaders. The question is, I have asked this question to many Bhakts, I have stopped asking. I told them that look here, I have criticized all parties, all leaders, not only your Prime Minister Modi or your Home Minister Amit Shah. I have criticized everybody. You tell me whether you have criticized, whether you have praised any opposition leader, whether you have criticized this government any time for last 6 years. Total silence. So friends, my logic is that I go by Vajpayee ji's thinking. The former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee used to say, Nindak niyare rakhe, that is, always keep the critic by your side. Because when a journalist becomes a chamcha, when a journalist or a political commentator becomes his master's voice, then that day is the black day for the democracy. So, I consider it as my bounden duty to be a critic of any government of the day. This government, the previous government, and the upcoming governments. I will raise my voice. I will raise my issues. I close this video editorial, which is more in the mold of about me and about myself, by saying that I call upon you as my channel grows, as I get more and more traction. I call upon you. You are welcome to come forward, give your views, give your comments, give your suggestions on what topics you would like to see my videos on. And in fact, I will be glad if you have something material to say. I will be glad to quote you in my videos. With those words, I take your leave, folks, with this request that please like, comment and on this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.